Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Today we're going to make a turkey, so hopefully we'll get some people on here. It's a little bit early, but I have some things to do today, so I wanted to come on just a little bit early. Hopefully everybody will get notification. If you do not see the live button in the corner up here, then please hashtag replay and let me thank you for being here and watching me. And I cut out a turkey out of a 1x, and I've drilled a hole in it as well so I could put my sign. I see 4 people on, but I don't see any comments. There we go. Hey, Miss Robin, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on here. I've got some little pieces of wood, so I wanted to scrape it off. Hey, Yvonne, good morning to you. Hopefully you're having a good day and everybody's got some good plans for today. I'm just going to be cleaning up my house some before I go to see my kids for Thanksgiving. Hey, Teresa, it's good to see you. Good morning, Jerry. It's good to see you. Hey, Miss Bev Brewer, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Hopefully some people will watch this later. If you're going to church, that's a lot more important than I am this morning. So hopefully you'll watch after church. Hey, Robin. Hey, Miss Patty Price. How are you doing? Hey, Nell. It's good to see you. Georgia. I love Georgia, especially North Georgia, and my brother lives in Savannah. Thank you, Cheryl, for coming on. I'm glad you caught me too. Hey, Miss Sheila, it's good to see you. Where are you in Arkansas? I think you've told me before, but I can't remember. Is it far from Memphis? So I cut this out, y'all, and I'm gonna sand just a little bit right there. I thought I sanded it all, but I guess I missed a few spots. So we're going to paint it just kind of beiges and browns instead of doing kind of a funky, you know, different color Russellville. Yeah, I think we went through Russellville. It's too bad we couldn't have seen you when we came through to go to Oklahoma City. It's good to see you too, Bev. So if you see on here, I've got my turkey all drawn and everything, and there's a hole right here where there's a knot. I'm going to stick a sign in there, and y'all see what I'm doing. It's kind of funny, y'all. So just wait. Oh, you're from Tulsa. I have never been to Tulsa. That was my first time in Oklahoma when I went through there. I'm sorry, Miss Sheila. Maybe we'll go back sometime, or a different place in Oklahoma. But anyway, so I've got me some little glasses here that I'm going to put on him. And we're just going to paint him up. I'm going to tilt it down just a little bit. I'm not going to go above me. I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can tighten this, and I might do that. Hey, Michelle, it's good to see you. Hey, Miss Nancy. All right, let me see if I can do this. If I do this, let me see if I can do it. Hey, Lee, it's good to see you. I'm going to unhook this. Hopefully I'll have enough juice. Let me try to flip you over. All right, I'm upside down, and we're just going to do this. But see, I don't have my laptop in here, so I really can't do this. We're not going to do this today because I don't have that. Sorry, I'm upside down, y'all. Hold on. Oh, now y'all see my craft junk. All right, let me fix this back. All right. Hey, Miss Margaret. Thank you. I like this blue. Woo! This blue sweater. There's my drink all over me. All right, we'll do this again with it up on the top. Hey, Linda Shearer. Hey, Sharon. It's good to see you. Hey, Miss Penny. All right, so I'm just gonna show y'all, and I'll keep poking it up so y'all can see a little bit better. But I didn't plan too much on doing it upside down. So let me get some plates right here. I'm gonna put my browns on it. To me, that's kind of what a turkey looks like, just a brown. No sound. Oh no. Have I done something to the sound? Does everybody hear me? Thank you for painting the page, Miss Margaret. I don't think I hope you can hear me. I don't see where the sound is on here. Hey, Miss Robin. I'm glad you caught me. All right, so we're just taking a medium-sized brush, and then we're gonna... Sounds okay, Miss Nancy said. Okay, good. Maybe it's her sound. Gosh, I thought I'd pushed a button I shouldn't have. So I'm gonna take this, and we're just gonna kind of do it this way. I'm gonna try to show you. I've already painted my lines on here because I just wanted it to be easier, you know, on a live. It's better to put the lines so you have something to go by. Okay, good. Thank goodness you have sound. Okay, good. All right. So I'm kind of going to make him like a regular turkey. I'm going to go a little bit above here. It doesn't matter. You can always fix it. And y'all know Yellowstone's coming on tonight. I wish I had the channel, but I don't have the channel it comes on, so I'm not going to be able to watch it. I'll have to watch it afterwards and binge watch it. Alright, so I'm just going to paint this portion, this brown color. And I guess he looks okay. I might want to put some white with it. I think I'm going to do that. You had to do that when you first came on? Go in and out? Alright. So I'm going to take just a little bit of white. I want to try to make it a little bit lighter than this brown. So I'm just taking a little bit, and it makes it look a little bit like feathers anyway. But I'm going to put some darker color in there. You finished your ceramic Old English sheepdog. You'll have to show it. That's sharp. Show it on Hummingbird Crafters. Now I'm just painting this bottom, kind of his chest part. And I'll do his arms as well, this same color. Doesn't have to be any specific color. I just thought that traditional colors would be good. Where did you get the turkey? I cut the turkey out myself. This is just a funny. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what turkey legs look like. Are they brown also? I'm kind of winging it here. What am I going to do? Are they yellow? And I know this is red up here, believe it or not. Where's that other red? Oh, there it is, barn red. I'm going to use both of these. You need my expertise? I'll look at it if you'd like. I don't know how expert I am, but I'll try. Thank you, Jason, for those stars. Hearts, whatever they're called. All right. So I'm going to kind of go down here just a little bit on part of his leg. I'm thinking they're yellow. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to take cream color, and we're going to go on the outside here. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the brown on here, but I want just the outside to be one whole bitty bit on the end. Don't you love my words? Bitty bit. I'm just going to go on the outside. You can do white. I've seen it with white. I'm just going to kind of make him beige and brown colors. And I've got another idea. I don't know if anyone bought those shells at Target that were wood. Reddish yellow or gray green, Siri says. Reddish yellow. Okay. We're going to do it that way. Thank you, Penny, for that, because I have no idea. So I'm going to try to do just a little bit of paint at a time. Maybe I'm doing too much paint sometimes. So I think I'm going to start dabbing a little bit on at a time so I don't waste. I do put it back in the jar, but I just feel like, all right, I'm going in between here, y'all. This is where the little wing is. When it starts coming together, you'll see a little bit better. All right. So the outside is cream color. You can kind of see it. It's really bright in here from the sun. Mustard yellow, if not cooked. I love it. You're right. Okay. Let me get some of this yellow out. That's funny. All right, we're going to get mustard and put some white with it, make it a little bit lighter. That's hilarious. Or reddish orange. I think we're going to... All right, I'm just going to put a little bit. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to do that next. We're going to do kind of yellowish and white. That cracks me up if it's not cooked. Oh. Y'all are funny. So I'm doing one of the legs, okay? We're just gonna put both of it on there. I may put a little red with it too, but let's put the yellow on first. Oh, that's the best thing you could have said, I swear. I figured that it was, I kind of looked up a turkey to see, but I forgot to look at the legs. Y'all are so good. All right, let me put it around here and then I'll show y'all the legs. Oh. All right, I'm going around here. And I'm going to put a little bit. Got to do it on the side too. I'm just going to do yellow on that, on the outside. It'll show up better that way on the side. And we'll put black in between its legs. I had to have something for it to stand on. So I just opted to put a piece of wood on the bottom. I drilled a hole through there and put a screw in. Yes, I can share the template. I'll put it on the crafting page. I think I can put a template on there. I think I've seen Lee do it. Isn't that right, Lee? Can you share it? Okay. Sure. I just kind of did it real quick. But I will definitely do it. All right. And I'll paint the back of this when I get off of the live. Because we don't want to do all that. It's kind of boring to watch me paint just a solid color. Let me see if I can get my paintbrush in there to do the middle. Should have done this ahead of time. I kind of had him hang off a little bit. Alright, so there's his little legs, okay? I'm trying to put it where you can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of red. You're welcome. Y'all may have to remind me. Lord, I hope I remember. Let me write a note. Let's see. Template of turkey on Hummingbird Crafters. There we go. I may have to get somebody to put it in the in my computer or in my email, and then I'll put it on there. I don't know how to do that exactly, but I'm gonna try. I've done it on my website. All right, so let me get just a tiny bit of red, and we're just gonna kind of go on the side here, I think. Just on the outside. I'm gonna stick a little bit of yellow with the red. And I think I'm just gonna do it on the outside there. I'm not gonna do it. Ooh, got too much. Let's see. Ooh, that's too much. Now I'm just gonna smear some of this in here and go down this side. Let me get just a little bit more yellow. I don't want it to be too red. Kind of blending it together. There, kind of like that. See, just a little bit of red tinges. And I'll do some on the outside right here. Just smearing it on there a little bit. There we go. There. Now his feet look kind of cute, huh? All right, since I've got the red, we're going to go ahead and do this red. I do want to tone it down just a bit, but I don't want it to look pink. Y'all are going to die. This is so funny. All right. See how it's kind of just a lighter shade of red? I just don't want to put just a bright red in there. I kind of want it dull red. Going over my line. My brush is too big. Sometimes I use brushes and I don't realize the size, and I just try to make it work. All right. Let me try to do this area very easily here. So we're just making this. I mean, he's not supposed to be a realistic turkey, but kind of just in between. Kind of funny, kind of cartoony, kind of realistic. I don't know. But just like that, okay? Now we're going to take the darker one. Hey, Crafting from Terry Lynn. How are you doing, Terry Lynn? You doing okay? I'm going to put a little bit of this barn red. It kind of looks like a maroon color. And that's what I'm going to use for his little, whatever thing that is, that little red thing coming off his face. Whatever it's called. I want to call it a gobble, but that's not it, is it? Hey, Diane. But this is kind of a burgundy color. His little, whatever it is, somebody tell me. I don't know. His gobbledygook. All right, and I also want to take some of the dark and just go down the edges a little bit to kind of make it go together. Just like that, okay? It's called a snood. Oh my gracious. It's a waddle. I don't know. Everybody's saying waddle and she said a snood. Miss Jerry did. Either way, it doesn't sound good, does it? It's a turkey hangy thing. I don't know. Oh My goodness. Okay, let me go back to the brown and the white, and we're going to do his arms, so y'all will be able to see the arms. The hangy thingy. That's the teacher term. The hangy thingy. The snood. Where did they get that from? You raise turkeys, so you know what it is. Me, on the other hand, gosh, well then you ought to know. We need to go to Miss Jerry's and get one for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Texas for Thanksgiving. Maybe I need to go to your house, Miss Jerry. Good morning, Miss Peggy. You've heard it called both? Well, I didn't know what it was called. Obviously, a turkey hangy thing is not the real term. All right, so there is one wing. Hey there, Simone, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on here. All right, so let me see how this is. This is kind of, I left a little space in between so we could put a darker brown. And I need to do the same thing with this one, just a tad. Because he's kind of holding the sun with his other hand. So let's see. Let me show you. All right. So that's his wing on this side, and this is where we're going to put the sign. FFA has them as projects for students to raise. Interesting. Miss Siobhan, thank you. I definitely have a sense of humor, that's for sure. You can't be like this all the time. Got to be a little funny. All right. So let me take brown, and I've got my brown oxide, and then I also have the burnt umber, and I'm going to take the brown oxide. We're just going to see. I'm going to do it on the side here. We're going to go around his arm. That way it looks like he's got a crease there in between his arm and his hand, or his body, I mean. His body. Let me do this. All right, see how I've done that? You take your paint on the outside of your brush. You're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to continue on, but I'm going to do it a thinner little area right around the outside of the wing where the feathers are. Ooh, hello. All right. And I'm just going to do it like this. And then I'm going to come around to the bottom, and you may need to get a little bit of water so it'll go a little bit more smoothly. Just like this, okay? That way it looks more like a wing. Now, I did leave that little bit of white in there, and I may do that on this side too, so let me see. I'm just taking a little bit on the other side of the brush. Kind of like that, okay? So that's the wing. We're going to do it on the other side as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rinse this out just a little bit. And then we're going to go on one side with that brown again. We're going to go around the outside of his body where it's connected to the wing. Just like this. And I'm just going to keep going down because we're just doing this straight edge right here. And And I'm going to kind of just go around where his little, the midsection of his body is, and kind of fill that in. And I'm leaving that a little bit darker at the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and flip it over and finish this part on this side, and I'll show it to you. All right. Let me make sure I get this edge right here. All right. So there it is. So you'll go around the edges of it, and then we got to do the upper right-hand corner just right here. And we're going to go up underneath where the red is with the brown, because you want a shadow up underneath what's on top. So we're doing it that way. Let me just show you. And then I'll, right here. All right. So that way it's right underneath and it's shadowed there. Thank you, Terry Lynn. You're so sweet. All right, all of this is going to be covered up where I made a boo-boo right here. But let me do the other arm. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the brown on the edge of your brush. And you're just going to go on the outside of this. And I need just a tiny bit of water. Just get the majority of it out. That way it's smoother. And we're going to do the rest. Okay. I'm doing one side, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come around and do the other. All right, this right here needs to be dark brown. Right there. And then it's right here. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. I think I'm going to make this part dark, all of it, right here. Darker, let's put it that way. Then I'm going to go back, flip my paintbrush over and do this side. Have to keep flipping it. Let me get a little bit of white. And then we're gonna go back on this side and do brown at the edge here. All right. So there's his hand. It's kind of weird right in there because that's where the sign's gonna be. But that's the way it looks so far. All right. I kind of want to go back over here on this side because the white looks funny right there. All right. Okay, so now we're going to paint the rest of this. Hey, Chris Hunter, how are you doing, sister? So good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. Thank you, Gloria. You're sweet. It's good to see you. So this is what it looks like so far with just the body, and we're going to paint this part. But because I don't want to do it like oranges and reds and all of that, then we're going to just do browns. And so I'm going to use part of this. I'm going to do it here in the center. I want to make darker color in between. But we're going to do a lighter and then just keep going. And I've got a darker brown as well. I'm going to put this behind here. We're going to paint part of that. Now this has got some water with it. I'm just doing in between. I don't want to put too much, so I'm putting it in the center. Hey Liz, how are you doing? So I'm just making it a little bit lighter than what the rest of his body is. I want it to kind of flow into everything, so I want to make it less than the brown that it is, because otherwise it would just kind of blend in. But I'm just doing it almost like a stain. Instead of painting it, we're just going to stain this part. This isn't perfect, but we just want it to be. I'm putting a little bit of water on here because, like I said, I just want to kind of stain it. All right, so this is the way it looks so far, okay? But we're going to do some different colors. I've got the brown with the burnt sienna from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to use that. We're going to put that in between, and we're also going to put like a lighter of that version. I'm going to do it this way. Let's see. I don't really like that, so let's see. We're going to make it a little bit orange, but kind of this darker burnt sienna, burnt orange. Okay, just to give it a little bit different. It's sort of a brown, but it's got more of a orange hue. I don't like the one together, so we're going to do it this way. So we're just going in between those two colors, and we're just going to do the darker brown the next color. I had more lines, but I think I want to make it bigger, so we're just going to go over those. Just like this. Let me get this, and then I'm going to show you. And I kind of like it to not be perfect because it's a turkey. So we just kind of want him to look festive, just like that. So I'm going to go on the other side, and we're going to do the other side right in there. All right, so there's that side. And I'm just taking my brush and just making a loop here in between. And then there's going to be a little tiny bit right in here. Okay. There we go. There's two of them. And of course we got the cream on this side. Did you cut the turkey out? Yes, Miss Sharon, I cut it out. Now we're going to make these look a little better once we get everything done. I'm going to go ahead and do the dark brown. We're going to do it right in here. And I'm trying to be careful right up here next to turkey head. I'm going to do a little bit of cream on the other section because I think, let's see here, we're going to have a little bit in the middle. All right, so there's the brown. It's coming together. It'll all look better once I get that on there. Thank you, Miss Connie. I have a scroll saw, but I I used kind of my jigsaw scroll saw thing. It's sort of like an upside down jigsaw. I got it at Lowe's, and I have posted that before. I can't remember the name of it every time. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. All right, so we're just taking this. Yeah, y'all really need to invest in that if you want to do cutouts and things like that. I've done it since I was like 20 years old, maybe even 18, but more like 20, I think. All right, we're doing this right up against this. I'm going to do a little bit right in there. And we're going to go right on the outside of this to make one more. Just right in there. And I'll show it to you. All right. So that's kind of like it is, okay? And then we're going to take the cream color again, which is called Toasted Marshmallow. This is a multi-surface satin by Apple Barrel. You know, I don't hardly see scroll saws anymore unless I go online. You used to use it a lot, Miss Nell? I used to use mine a lot, but I liked my old one. I used it to death for 30 years, and it didn't quit because of the motor, believe it or not, but the little piece that was holding the blade thing up and down, it broke. And it broke my heart when it broke, let me tell you, because that was my favorite thing ever. All right. We don't have a whole lot of this here. We just have a little tiny bit. Let me go over this. Just like that. Same thing here. We're going to fix where the red was messed up. Just like that, okay? He's got his yellow there. Now I'm going to do a little bit more here. Make it a little bit more bright, right on the tips. You can still see the board underneath a little bit, so you can fix this right on the edge. Same thing here. We're just going to make it a little more crisp by putting one more coat on there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now his head, is it the same red? I think it's the same red, right? So we're going to take this and we're going to just do a little bit with the cream color, since I have some in the brush, which you're going to see. Oh my goodness, this is funny. All right, get a little more. I don't want it to be pink. I will go back and do all the sides and everything, because I don't want it to. See, that's cute, huh? We're going to do black down here in between his legs. I got to put a little bit. All right, let me me put a little more red. I'm going to put a little bit of that burgundy color just on his head up here. I don't want it to look pink at all. So there, he's kind of a little bit like that. But before we do, we'll finish the black at the bottom, and then I want to make his glasses, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all wait until you see what it looks like. It's funny. All right. So we're going to take this. I'm using my same brush. You can get a smaller one if you want to go through here. I'm just going to put this because I had to put that piece in there. I didn't want to cut the whole thing out and then try to stick the feet on because it was just going to be more difficult. So I just opted to do it this way so I could put it all together. And then we'll make the base black as well. Let me finish this and then I'll show y'all what it looks like. Let me go around his foot. I don't want to accidentally hit his foot. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like there at the bottom, and this will be black on the base as well. This was just a piece that I had left over from another project that I cut off, and I used that for the base of it so it would stand straight up. You could put this on your table at Thanksgiving to make everybody laugh. You're gonna see in a minute why it's that way. Let me do the side real quick right here, and we'll dry it a little bit. And I'll finish that before I post a picture of the final thing. All right, so that's what it looks like right there. I want to make one little divot right in here. There. All right, let's make sure that it's dry so I don't stick my hand or my sweater on it. Thank you, Miss Linda, for coming on. That's sweet of Miss Chris. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying this. We paint a lot here, obviously with my name, Hummingbird Paintery. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll follow and come back. All right, so this is what it looks like right here at first, and I put my finger in that turkey's head. So we'll fix it. All right, because we're going to cover it up a little bit anyway. We're going to set the turkey to the side, okay? We've got a piece of this. It's the yarn that kind of looks fuzzy. I don't know the name of it, but we need the black though. I got to paint this black. So these are the glasses. I cut these out, okay? And we're just going to use a different brush here. I'm going to use this. I'm going to set it here, and we're just going to paint right over it. I'm going to paint the inside and the outside of it. And I really think I got to paint the, I don't know why I painted the nose black. I got to paint it cream color. Kind of flesh tone, I guess. So I'm gonna get really dirty here, but we'll have to dry this. I like holding it. It's just easier for me. I probably should have put some gloves on. but you don't want to see any of this. I tried to take a sanding block to it. To try to get all the edges, but it kind of adds character, but you'll see. Thank you so much, Chris, for sending people here. I appreciate that. All right, let me dry this, okay? It looks like this. But we're gonna have to put the nose, the regular nose color. Ooh, it's hot. All right, let me get this out of the way. Then we're just gonna dry that part, and I'll try to dry my hands too, so we don't get it all over there. You're so right, Chris. I am a happy painter, so you're right there. All right, let me get this off my hands. Scared. All right, I'll touch my cute little turkey. We got to put his eyes on, but I don't want to do that until... Thank you, Bonnie. You're sweet. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Cheryl. I appreciate it. Ooh, I make a big mess. All right, so... we got to make his sign too, okay? But that'll be last. I already glued it together. I just took this little stick from the Dollar Tree, and I had a piece of spare wood out there that I had cut off of something, and I used that for the sign, okay? So, let me paint his nose flesh color. And... this is kind of an old one, but it'll do. And we're going to go around the glasses. Just like this. Okay. Y'all see what it's going to be? Since this is dry, we're going to go over this. I'm using the darker color just simply because I painted the black first, and I shouldn't have. I should have left it regular color. So let me make sure that I get that on there. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. All right, we're almost done. So let me dry this, okay, because I'm liable to touch it again. Yes, a disguised turkey. So funny to me. All right, so what I did, I took too big of a piece, but I just cut part of this off because I had it, and we're gonna stick this right on top of the glasses, okay? So we just gotta see how big that is, and I'm gonna cut it about right here. I've got some good scissors. You know, your mom told you to keep the fabric scissors. I always use it for that. All right, so we're gonna glue this with hot glue here. I'm just gonna put it on the very top edge, like that. And then we're gonna put this over it, just like this. I think I'm gonna put one little dab on the top of the glasses to kind of pull that forward just a tad, but just a little tiny bit, okay? This is funny. Okay, and then I want just a smidgen. I'm pulling this a little bit to get the extra hairs off of it. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut just a portion, okay? And then I want to take all of it out that I can, because you don't want all this to be in the way, all right? So we're going to put this behind it like this, right up above the nose, underneath here. And I want it to kind of go down. It can go a little bit in the glasses, but you want that to be not showing. So let me get some of that off with the scissors. All right. So this is what the glasses look like. Okay. He needs a cigar. That's funny. All right. So we're going to put this right here. And I want it to go up just a little bit. Woo! Okay. So we want to cover his head a little bit. So I'm going to just put a dab of glue. I'm also going to put a little bit of glue gel on there because you want to, I'm taking the whole thing off. Okay, I want to dab this. And I also want a dab of the hot glue. Okay. Now I'm just putting it at the very top there. And we're going to push this right here. And I'm going to hold it for just a second, okay? An undercover turkey. That's exactly what he is. And we got to do one little smidge writing on the other side. I'm going to put this a little bit better. We got to hold this for a second because it wants to come undone. Thank you, Miss Connie. All right. All right, so that's what he looks like. Hard to tell a little bit. He's going to have eyes poking through there, so we have to get this little brush right here and put some black eyes, or you can take a marker and put your eyes on there. And that's what I'm going to do, I think. It's just easier. With the marker. And I'll get a close-up of his eyes. You won't be able to tell. Probably because the bright light in here. He's Groucho Marx turkey. You got that right. Oh my goodness, I've got it backwards. Tanya. All right, hold on. You get when you're not paying attention. All right. Hold on. All right. So let me do this again. Boy, I'm glad I didn't hold it too long then. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Right there. Okay, but we need to hold it a little bit longer. It's wanting to come undone. Well, it didn't. All right, let's see. We'll put a little bit right there, glue. And his little eyes are under there. All right, so we're gonna write on this real fast, and then I'll put it on there. You ready? And you can just do this with a pen because it's a lot easier. All right, y'all ready? Let me turn it around. so y'all can see. Not a turkey. See how cute? His eyes are under there, but you can't see it because of all the bright light. But it says not a turkey. So he looks cute, right? And we can put some little lines. I did do that, but I didn't paint them. Right in here. Like this. There we go. Just like that. Not a turkey. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Miss. Oh, it's trying to go off. So adorable. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will put this on the crafting page so you can copy around this if you want to do it out of cardboard, or you can do it out of wood if you cut. I just drew this real quick so we could paint it this morning, but I thought he was cute and not a turkey. Thank you, Miss Gail. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, for coming on here. Can we see some of your other creations? Are you talking about behind me? Is that what you want to see? Another masterpiece. Thank you, Miss Patty. You're so sweet. What do you want to see? I'm going to do a class of this Santa or something similar to this Santa. If anybody's interested in this, I'll charge $10 for the class. And I've got to figure out how to do it. Hey, Maria. Thank you, Bonnie. So I will be showing how to do this, and I'll put the camera up above here so you'll be able to see everything I do, and I'll explain it a little bit better. Y'all quit laughing at me, y'all. But I'm going to do it because everybody's been, thank you, Chris, because everybody's been asking about the Santa. Y'all been asking about doing a paint class to learn a little bit more how to do things. And so I figured I would do a Santa because everybody loves Santas as much as I do. So I will get some information on that on the page later on today or tomorrow. Hey, Michelle, thank you for saying that. So we're going to do this. This is just one of those rounds from the Dollar Tree. And I put this on here just real quick the other night. Show the elf on the block. Here's my little elf from North Pole. This part right here is part of a spindle that I had that I got from North Carolina. These are two ornaments right here that I incorporated together. I put a hair roller thing for his arms and put a little bead on the end. This is just from the Dollar Tree. I think these came from Walmart. And this is a half bead, and his nose is a half bead. I used felt for his ears. And this is a box from the Dollar Tree. I turned it upside down. Okay, so he is, I love him. See? Mwah! He's one of my favorites, I have to say. And I put some Totally Dazzled on the box so it would look pretty. And then a wood round on the bottom to hold it down a little bit. He's one of my faves. And then I made these from Dollar Tree bunny rabbits. The little gingerbread boy and girl. I made the girl on, you like it too, Miss Patty. I made the girl on the live, and then I had done this previously. I just put a few things on him because he wasn't as cute as she is. So I put him a bow and some buttons on there. I did not put buttons on her. And I liked his nose like this, so I just left it that way. But I did put her a little nose that's a half a button. And I made her some shoes. She has some little pretty red shoes to go with her outfit. And I made Lumiere. This was an old... You have rabbits? You need to do one, Chris. I want to see you do them. Because that you don't have to because it's brown. But here's Lumiere. I didn't know what I was going to do with this, but I bent these so it looks like his arms are going out. I made this with felt and a skewer. And then these are just pieces of, I think they're 1/2 inch, but it would just be however big this is. If you have one of these shaped like this, I got it out of the trash, y'all, at an estate sale. They were going to throw this away. I'm like, oh, no, no, no. So, this right here, Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, if she's still on here, she made something similar, and I made mine where it would go down further. She did a 1/2 of this as well. I used a 1/2 a ball and another 1/2 a ball here, and I made the turkey out of it, but this is what I also thought. Hold on. If you got this, this is a seashell. Okay, from Target. And I thought we could do the same thing. You could take a 1/2 a ball and another 1/2 a ball and make a turkey. I was doing that this morning, so I'm going to make a little quick video of that. But this is a shell. Now, I did buy all of them. This is that Mondo Llama stuff over in the stationery section at Target. This was at the end of the season, and I thought it looked like a turkey when I saw it, not a shell. Okay, so that's the reason for that. But I was going to do that real quick and do a little video instead of doing a live because that's not very much. But this is the little angel that I made the other night. This is a pair of shorts that I cut in half, and a little bow, which is a lot better than the silver that I had because this all matches gold with the coffee stain. And y'all know I love my hummingbirds, and I painted this of a hummingbird. You'd love to do that turkey? Well, I'm going to, gift some of these because I got several of them because they were on sale for either 50 cents or $1, something like that. They were like $5 originally. Thank you for the hearts. So I will be gifting some, Michelle and Connie, y'all. So this is some of my stuff. I made this out of the little Dollar Tree ice skates right here. May I buy that? Buy what? You can get with me. Yes, for the little turkeys for sure. And this is what I made. It was the Road to the Sparkle event. Hey, Miss Lori, it's good to see you. These are all shells, different shaped shells that a follower sent me. She was so sweet to do that. I even did the hands shells. This is Lindy, me, Elizabeth, and Miss Debbie right here, all going to the Oklahoma event. And it says that up at the top, Road to Oklahoma City event. So, I just have that up here because I like it. So if anybody else, I'll show you one last thing here. Do y'all remember Bucky Beaver from the Ipana commercials for toothpaste? Do you remember that, Chris? That's who this reminds me of. And somebody else reminded me of that. But I just think he looks... It's like brusha, brusha, brusha with the new Ipana, with the brand new flavor. It's better for your teeth. My mother used to sing that all the time. And that's what this reminds me of. So it shows my age, right? But I can't remember that I remembered it from that little... And I did put it on a piece of big chunky wood there. You like it? The road to Oklahoma, thank you. So anyway, this is all my creations. I will have a sale, an auction, and I'll probably do it either a week or 2 weeks after Thanksgiving when I get back from seeing my children. So if anybody's interested in anything, I will post different stuff. That way you'll know what you may want or not want. But the turkey will be in it as well. Even though I may just, if somebody's interested, you need a toothbrush. He needs a toothbrush. Yeah, he does need a toothbrush, Sandra. Thank you. I appreciate you asking, Miss Chris. So everybody, I will be on Wednesday. We are doing an event, and I will be doing a Santa. I'm doing a different Santa, not the one behind me. That's not what I'm going to be painting. It'll be something a little bit different. Thank you, Miss Robin. Thank you, Debbie. You love the bride and groom? Yeah, I've got to finish it. I have to put their name on there. And this year, the date that they get married on it. I haven't done that yet. I've got to send that to her because she's getting married at the beginning of December, so I have to do that. But I appreciate it. Thank you, Penny. Y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all on Wednesday at 6 Central, so tune in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chris, for being here, and Lee as well. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Gloria. Y'all are so sweet. I'll see y'all Wednesday at 6 Central. Bye. Have a good Sunday.